What do you think about this big boy? Do you think this mechanical beast can demolish big buildings? Yes, it can. This is the CAT 340 UHD. Of course, it's fascinating to watch these machines in action, but have you ever wondered how it is done? What are the behind-the-scenes jobs regarding it? Today's video is all about that. Hi folks, thanks for tuning in. If you're a fan of big machines and huge constructions, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. That being said, let's get started. One of the most fascinating aspects of building work is certainly demolition. There comes a time when we construct more buildings, and that means we must demolish older ones, either for safety concerns or to create space for newer projects. Older buildings need to be torn down throughout the construction process to make room for new ones or for safety reasons. Let's have a deeper look at the process. Building demolition is the process of tearing down a structure using planned or controlled procedures. Demolition includes more than just swinging a wrecking ball or employing huge excavators. It also requires highly skilled professionals to cope with waste, weather, materials, mass, and physics. Depending on the sort of structure being demolished, several techniques are used. It is astounding that demolition activities are anticipated to rise at a pace of 3.3% throughout 2022 as the construction sector continues to expand. That's why understanding the science behind building demolition and why it plays such a significant role in this industry is crucial. Every demolition project is unique and has varied needs depending on the building's condition, size, and location, among other things. All demolition operations share the fact that a variety of specialized tools are frequently needed to execute them safely. All demolition needs meticulous planning and execution, regardless of whether the project entails the demolition of a high-rise apartment complex or works on a listed property. Additionally, it is important to constantly take into account the structure's size, surroundings, and location while selecting the appropriate machinery to utilize. Well, there are several methods of demolition and each one requires sufficient knowledge and abilities. The type of building will determine the specific demolition technique to be used. Additionally, the specialists must take into account several factors, including mass, materials, weather, and debris. Every demolition job is different in its own way, but often entails dropping down a lot of dust, metal, and concrete. As a result, the demolition task necessitates careful consideration of both the method of execution and the apparatus to be employed. Before demolitions begin, experts must take a number of elements into account for safety. The demolition procedure also has to be customized for every structure. As a result, there are various processes in the pre-demolition procedure. A structure has various attributes, including its materials, intended use, construction technique, condition, drainage issues, traffic issues, building codes, and nearby neighborhoods are all examined by experts. The most effective demolition technique is determined by an examination of these factors. Before the structure is demolished, specialized experts are needed to remove hazardous elements from it, including asbestos minerals, radioactive chemicals, combustible materials, and petroleum pollution. Determining what will be demolished, how it will be done, and what equipment will be utilized, and how much debris will need to be cleaned up, experts create a precise plan. Potential risks, such as the presence of combustible chemicals and exposure to noise and dust, are discussed with site employees, supervisors, operators, and engineers. The demolition business must also obtain the necessary licenses. Typically, demolition projects fall into one of two major categories: low-level demolitions, which include knocking down houses and other minor structures, and high-level demolitions, which entail tearing down multi-story structures, significant dams, and other larger undertakings. The two types of projects need the usage of various construction machine types. The procedure of demolishing homes and other simple structures with only 1 or 2 stories is rather simple. Demolition of small structures by hand is also possible, but it's not the most efficient use of time. That's why you need these big boys, the excavators. An excavator is frequently used to demolish smaller buildings such as houses and offices. However, structures consisting of brick, concrete, and steel, as well as those above 60 feet tall, will call for a more powerful tool such as a high-reach excavator. High-reach demolition is regarded as a cleaner, safer method of demolishing buildings because it poses less risk to the operator and produces less flying debris, dust, and noise. Mostly thanks to the excavator attachments, the structure is destroyed without trouble. Shears, crushers, and hydraulic hammers are the most widely used attachments. The construction is pulled down and destroyed from the top down by the arm with the tools. The fragments are subsequently reduced to rubble by specialized ground teams using hammers, sledgehammers, and crushers. The building determines the appropriate boom size. A higher boom height should be chosen over a heavier tool since high-rise structures like hotels sometimes have lighter steel at the top. On the other hand, the industrial structure will need a powerful tool to remove thicker materials, and as a result, a boom can support greater weight rather than height. An alternative is to utilize specially made demolition excavators to mechanically tear down minor structures. In essence, tracked plants that destroy tiny buildings are hydraulic excavators. Generally, professionals use excavators that range in size from 1 ton to 100 tons, and because of this variability in size and use, the excavators can perform a wide range of duties in a wide range of project locations. Utilizing hydraulic excavators for demolition also has the advantage of allowing for the use of a variety of attachments, including rotary grapples, pulverizers, steel shears, and impact breakers. High-reach excavators are a relatively new technique for demolition that make use of a machine with a very large boom arm. These excavators, which are made to reach multi-story buildings as top floors, have occasionally eliminated the need for scaffolding and micro-excavators while dismantling structures. Each attachment on an excavator, including pulverizers, shears, breakers, and selective grab attachments, has a specific purpose on the job. Steel, concrete, and mixed material construction structures may all be worked on using high-reach excavators. Any piece of construction machinery's main purpose is to complete the task. You want to succeed in this project because, as an expert, it might lead to more future successful bids for your business. When determining which excavator is appropriate for the job, it's important to consider how much power it has. Its hydraulic system must strive for effectiveness and boost operator productivity. The ideal excavator will also be adaptable and suitable for a range of tasks. You would want an excavator with a zero tail or a zero house swing if your operator is operating in an area with obstacles like walls and other dig sites. These excavators are easier to control and less prone to collide with objects. It is less likely to collide with the front and sides of the excavator while traveling thanks to the zero tail feature. It is used to destroy buildings that are surrounded by barriers. You can choose an excavator that can move around the job site fast by matching the type of excavator you require to the environment you'll be working in. Excavators can travel around on tracks or tire wheels. Wide open expanses are perfect for excavators with tracks. They work well for agriculture and construction in addition to demolition. Either rubber or steel is used to make the tracks. Wheeled excavators are adaptable and have many applications. It is employed not just in building and demolition but also in mining, landscaping, and pipeline installations. They use less gasoline and are simpler to use. If you have both kinds of excavators, you will need to teach your employees how to drive them safely and how to handle them. Additionally, they will require the appropriate licensing. Small, medium, and big excavators are the 3 sizes that are available for demolition work. Knowing about these basic sizes will enable you to choose the best size for the task at hand. Compact excavators, sometimes known as tiny classes, are designed for confined or difficult to reach spaces. Typically, they don't require a lot of electricity to function. Because they have a typical tail for medium construction projects, medium excavators are mostly used in construction and landscaping. Frequently, the largest classes are designated for demolition projects. They can reach the highest levels of buildings because they have the longest arms. They are also heavier and more difficult to maneuver. Let's have a look at such a beast. The CAT 340 UHD, or Ultra High Demolition, is a new demolition excavator that CAT has introduced. The new Tallboy can demolish structures up to 8 stories high because of its pin height, which is 13% greater than the 340F UHD. Our town's expansion and rejuvenation depend on demolitions, which are always being improved to be more affordable, secure, and ecologically friendly. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.